Would I like to see Matt Kenseth in a 10 car next year for Stuart Haas by myself and... Why is your username a fragment? I don't know, but it would be cool. It'd be kind of interesting to see Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, Clint Bowyer, and Kevin Harvick, all four drivers from completely different teams at one point, come together. I feel like the 10 car is going to go to Eric Almirola. Like, I feel like that's just the rumor mill where that is going to go. Would it be great again to see if Matt Kenseth has a ride? But again, because of sponsorship and business, I think it'll be Matt Kenseth, or not Matt Kenseth, it'll be Eric Almirola. Randall Payne asks, do I think Indy will be more popular than NASCAR in the next year or so? I don't think so, and I think the biggest thing is just marketing. Because I know that NASCAR's advertising team has a lot more going for them. And so, like, if IndyCar, and, like, I guess the people that support IndyCar really get the word out of how amazing that series is, then sure, I think that would be a lot higher. Oh, well, yeah, we'll see. I don't think so, but again, it all depends on who is there. So, like, if David Land joins the IndyCar crew and absolutely promotes the crap out of IndyCar, then possibly IndyCar might get more ratings. Either that or NASCAR has to be so bad that not just IndyCar will rise, but NASCAR will fall below IndyCar. So that's what I would say about that. Hold on, I'm going to let you live for 1 second. Let's see if I can get a random weapon. While I do that, Two Bros Burger and Fries asks, hey Griff, in between episodes of All One More Spark, could I do a NASCAR Race Hub or NASCAR America discussing each week's news and One More Spark? That is a good idea, actually. Yeah, kind of like a little news show, kind of discussing all the rumor mill and stuff like that. I'll consider it. It's not, I think that's a great idea. Hopefully I get a good gun here. No. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. So then another question, History Battler asks, when is the Summer Showdown? So I, unfortunately, am the bearer of bad news. We are in fall now, but I mean, that's beside the point. I am canceling the Summer Showdown. Not a fan of it, but just kind of like where I've been going in. Didn't I just get the same weapon twice? Of course. That's nice. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing the Summer Showdown, at least for now. And the biggest reason why is just work has caught up so much of my time. Because remember, I work 50 hours a week. That's not related to my YouTube channel. And so, again, I apologize for not working on it. But again, it's just like, where does my time lie, you know? Fine. I'll keep it for now. I'll probably swap it out later. Alright. Next question. Pat02537 asks, what's my opinion on the new NASCAR game and where can it be improved? So, I actually don't have NASCAR Heat Evolution 2. And honestly, the biggest reason why is because I don't have room on my hard drive yet. But at the same time, just from everything I've seen so far, like, it honestly looks like NASCAR Heat Evolution with, like, a very good DLC patch. I am glad they did add the Truck Series, and I am glad they added the, those tracks. But the one thing I still feel like that's lagging a little bit is the physics side. Like, I don't know, when a car flips, it does a weird thing where it, like, goes on top and down low. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain where it's, like, flips, but it's, like, you know, bobbing up in the air. Not a big fan of that. And so, honestly, if there's any way to fix that, I don't know. But, I don't know. You're going to have to convince me really hard to get NASCAR Heat Evolution 2. And then, of course, I need to get some space on my hard drive as well. So, NASCAR Fan 205 asks, what if the Hendrick Motorsports plane that crashed in 2004 never crashed? That was kind of relating back to the Ricky Hendrick thing. Again, not getting into spoiler talk, but I will definitely... Like, okay, I'll give you that. The crash does not happen in Warmer Spark. Now, exactly what happens, I'm not going to say, because that'll get into spoiler talk. But long story short, the plane crash will not happen. So that's what I would say about that. Flame Runner 101 asks, for OMS, when will I show us the full 2002 roster? I don't know. And honestly, I've just been having thoughts about how I'm going to show One More Spark, because on Twitter last night, I mentioned that I got really motivated to add the trucks and the Bush series onto One More Spark as well. And so what I kind of want to do, as douchey as it sounds, and I do apologize, is I kind of want to like start at 1987, right? Hold on, sounds like I have a perk somewhere. Yes, I do. Okay. Oh shoot, it's gone. And karma, probably. Alright. Let's see if I can get a new random one then. But I kind of want to start from 1987 and, like, again, tackling everything. Start from 87 and then go all the way to 2001. And, like, again, everything I said in the prologue and everything that happened in 2001 will still be true. Yeah, just, it will be true for sure. But, I don't know, I kind of want to wait until, hold on, this is actually a good gun. Ow, what? Ow. Yeah. So, it'll be a little while, but at the same... Oh, here we go. Oh, no, that's a foul. Dang it, I thought it was something else. Alright, one more. Ow. Okay. But yeah, that's what I would say about that. Damn, no. Can I do one more? Can I do one more? No. Oh, wait. Alright. What's my favorite NASCAR diecast I have? I unfortunately can't answer that because I have too many that I like. Maybe sometime, maybe at the end of this year, I can do a little top 10 video of my top 10 most favorite diecasts, but off the top of my head, I can't really think of one. My favorite EA Sports NASCAR game that I have, NASCAR for 2004, because that was actually the very first NASCAR game that I got for the PlayStation 2, fun fact. And I just love all the content and everything that you can discover in there without paying a separate high price, I might add. And then what was the third one? Do I miss the Gen 4 cars? Absolutely. When the cars switched over to the car tomorrow, that was kind of like the first mark, besides the chase, where I realized, like, you know, something's wrong. Now, of course, I still support NASCAR, but again, the Gen 4 cars, I had absolutely no problems with at all. Let me reload here. Alright, pause just to read your next question. This is from JetBornFan2462, by the way. Phase Hype 12 asks, what are my thoughts on Kane going to the 95 Levi team next year full time? I don't remember if I answered this already or not, but if I didn't, I'd say it's a good opportunity for him, something new to try out. Hopefully it works out for him. I unfortunately feel like this is a step down, but again, I feel like just how new territory for Casey Kane can maybe give him new light and something to look forward to. Pause for a second. NASCAR Jonathan asks, would I rather have Cup drivers dominate Xfinity, trucks, or ARCA? Neither. Like, I prefer Cup drivers, you know, dominate their own series, which is the Cup Series. Fun fact. But if I was forced to, I would probably say ARCA. Just to kind of like throw them in there. Not to be mean or anything, but at the same time, it would definitely, the flow would be the least disturbed, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's what I would say to that. M&M Cup Series asks, do you watch any stop motions? If so, which one? Well, since you are a stop motion series yourself, I would definitely say you are definitely one of them. And I'm not just saying that because you are one. Like, you definitely have some great stuff. But otherwise, I would probably say the Aflac Cup Series. He does some really good stop motions, and the fact that he puts so much dedication and that he has such a big following is definitely inspirational. And I'm really glad he has all the support. So, Aflac Cup Series, shout out to you. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please do so. Sorry about that. If you had a teddy bear, I'm sorry if that offended you or something like that. But yeah, that's what I would say to that. Jonathan M. asks, if there was one major city where I think an NASCAR track should be built, where should it be? I think I answered this in another Q&A, but Denver, Colorado. I feel like that is a really good hotspot. No, yeah, good hotspot for racing. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's not too far out. Okay. Yeah, it'd be a good hotspot, I believe. I know that Pikes Peak, and I'm still fickle about having them not race at Pikes Peak anymore. But if they can definitely build like a new racetrack out there in Colorado, I definitely think NASCAR can gain some popularity. Didn't I just have the Spectre? Yeah, I just did. Okay, that's cool. NCAL asks, even though I don't talk about F1, do I play any F1 games? No, and that's just simply because, again, I just never got into Formula 1. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the quality of those games are pretty good, but as I just said, I never really got into the whole Formula 1 thing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry if I don't. Brett Moon, how you doing, Brett Moon? You asked, do you think that Martin Truex Jr.'s success is because of Regan Smith and Kurt Busch building up the team? If so far, is that fair? I'd say that's fair. I mean, I know that Furniture Row had a really long growth. Because remember, if you want to go back even just 10 years ago, the drivers of that 78 car were Kenny Wallace and Joe Nemechek. And so, I think one big reason why I do support Furniture Row Racing was because they started so low, and the fact that even though despite, having that Toyota support, they were able to make it all the way to the top. And so, yeah, with Regan Smith winning the 7500 and then Kurt Busch having his stint in the 78 car, I definitely think it did help, for sure. And then as I said before, I would also give credit to the team moving over to Toyota, but that's beside the point. They're still out in Colorado, still, and again, I think that is huge, and I really wish more teams would, spread out and not be so cluttered in Colorado. Also, I totally realized I have Mustang and Sally. Hold on one second. Nikki Dusty Owl asked, do I have any other plans after One More Spark? I don't know. That's a good question. Because One More Spark is kind of if you want to call it a passion project that I want to work on for a long time. Yeah. Oh, can I do one more? Yeah, one more. Shoot. Come on. Ah, screw it. Nope. But yeah. But I've had thoughts. I want to keep doing a 10 winners challenge. Maybe do some other what ifs. I even had thoughts of doing my own offline league. Starting it completely from scratch, having different drivers, and then having lots of people working on it. It's just an idea down the road, maybe. But again, I'm more focused on One More Spark, and that's kind of my point of focus, if you will, for right now. Let me just run through a couple of these zombos. Okay. And oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez. So many zombies. Okay, cool. I'm okay. Oh my. Okay. The Glue Jimmy Fan 48 asks, what is my opinion on 2018 bodies, like the Camaro and the Camry? They look nice. I just wish they perform well. So, with the whole downforce thing and, just making sure, I just wish that, when they're close to each other, that they can actually still compete well. That's the only thing I wish for. Honestly, at this point, if the cars are ugly as all heck, but they race well, I will take that over something that looks good. So, again, totally my opinion, but that's kind of where I would go. Thor JT asks, am I making part 10 of What If Dale Earnhardt Was Still Alive? No. I am kind of staying away from that series because I'm working on One More Spark, which in a way is kind of in a sense, What If Dale Earnhardt Was Still Alive 2.0? But even though it's completely different, if you will. But no, I am not doing anything with that series for now. Well, not for now. I don't think I'm going to go back to that ever. So, I mean, I'm glad I made that series, don't get me wrong. But, again, One More Spark I'm absolutely committed to because I don't have to, make up any stories and everything is, in the game. And so I do appreciate that. Pause. Hunter Carper asks, if I could create a Romaroso paint scheme, would I use it for 2002 and one more spark? Maybe. I haven't announced yet what the sponsor is. And also, too, with working on 1987. Yeah, I would say let's talk sometime later here, and then we can maybe figure something out. Yeah. No! Damn it. Sorry. The good news is I have plenty of points, so I can totally go ahead. Alright, did I kill anybody? Alright. That's helpful. That's fine, because I can get Juggernog, and then I can also get my second round of Revive. So yeah, Hunter Carper, I would definitely take a look, and we'll again talk in private, I might add, and we'll work something out. All right. Pause. Need for Speed Videos asks, what car manufacturer would I like to see join NASCAR? I already answered that question, and I would say the return of Dodge, but if I'm forced to bring in someone new, I would probably say, oh shoot, I really hope I didn't screw myself over. I hope I didn't screw myself over. If I was forced to bring like a brand new one, one of two, I would either say Honda or Audi. Audi has some really nice looking cars, I might add. Oh shoot. Ow. Oh, am I? Yeah, okay. Should I risk it? Should I get a new gun? 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 Yeah, why not? I'll give it a shot. Might be a bad risk, but we'll see. Oh, heck yeah. Worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. Let me tell you, I am worth it. Yeah. That was horrible. I'm sorry. Okay. Yellow Villager asks, do I think Dodge will come back? Yes. Not anytime soon, but yes. I definitely think Dodge will eventually make a reappearance. It's just such a mainstay in NASCAR that I'm really disappointed that it left in the first place. Ethan King Salinas asks, would I ever consider doing Griffdawg ever again? You missed those videos? Well, thank you. I'm glad someone actually cared about that. I've actually had thoughts of doing like a podcast where it's like, again, me like talking, but like my focus, if you will, oh boy, die, zombie, would be more on just, the talking aspect. Like not as much just visuals, but just me, oh my gosh, just talking, if you will. So yeah, like again, not something anytime soon, but if it gets enough support, then I could definitely consider it. Daniel Knudsen, you asked, how do I make Air 2003 custom cars for NNCS Novi Rangers 83 series? I don't know who Novi Ranger 83 is, but to make custom cars, you gotta use Photoshop. And I'm pretty sure there are some tutorials out there on YouTube that'll help you create those custom cars. So I advise that you look at those. And also the biggest thing is just experimenting. Like, the first cars you make will not be the best. Like, I hate to be blunt, but at the same time, it's completely true. I have no interest in fire sale. But yeah, because the first cars I made were just terrible. And actually, I don't know if he follows me, but I used to be on a league, and the guy's name, the guy who created the series, his name was like Woody, I believe it was. And I made like a 33 Oreo car, a 63 Ritz car, and a 03 Nilla car. And they were okay. I wish I would have put more thought into it, if you will. But yeah, I definitely, don't be discouraged, just keep pushing forward, and as I said, definitely look up the tutorials on YouTube and go from there. Shoot, don't kill me. Alright, is that, ooh, instant kill, I'll take that. Alright, pause. Xerox asks, what if the recession never happened? That is gonna be I guess if you will, a low-key part of One More Spark. Like honestly, I guess putting it in perspective, you know how we had so many mergers that happened, like with Ganassi and DEI, and then Yates and Everham and Richard Petty all merging together. Yeah, that I kind of did that with Dale Earnhardt when Dale Earnhardt never died, but I also would like to do that with One More Spark as well. My creepy uncle asks, what is my favorite paint scheme I painted for Wilmar Spark? And then Sawyer42 also asked the same question. My car for 2001 Wilmar Spark was my favorite one to paint. Unfortunately, your guys' questions were for the most part the same, so I would probably go ahead and just answer them at the same time. I would probably say the Nickelodeon cars. Yeah, the Invader Zim car, the Kids' Choice Awards car, and then the, Die Zombie. I would say the, come on, that's so many freaking zombies. I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna get really focused here, but yeah, I would definitely say, those Nickelodeon cars, and the Jimmy Neutron car, too, that I'm gonna have for next year is gonna be pretty dope, hopefully. So, please don't block me. That would be bad. Alright, pause. Amazing Tommaso 1 asks, will I make a top 10 NASCAR video games? My favorite one is Dirt to Daytona. I won't make a top 10 video, but I'll give you my top 5 now, and this is in no particular order, I might add. 1 is NASCAR 2004, 2 is NASCAR Racing 2003 season, 3, as you mentioned, is Dirt to Daytona. 4, I would say Chase for the Cup, NASCAR 2005. What is that, 4, right? Yes. And then 5 would probably be the first NASCAR Heat, like the very first one that came out in 2001. Yeah, because that was actually the first video game, a NASCAR video game that I played on PS2. Now, just a difference, just to kind of clarify, NASCAR 2004 was the first game I ever got for the PS2. NASCAR Heat was the first ever game I actually played, because I played it at a friend's house at like 1 in the morning. So, big difference. Daniel Squarepants 13 asks, whichever won in a fight, Kyle Busch or Jimmy Johnson? That would be actually quite a fair fight. Kyle Busch, I know he's young and ravenous, but Jimmy Johnson is also really fit. So, I would probably go with Jimmy Johnson because he has more experience, but I wouldn't count out Kyle Busch either. So, yeah, if the agents of Kyle Busch and Jimmy Johnson want to like get them together and have a nice little boxing bout, that would be fun to watch. Why did that happen? I don't know. Is there a lot? Yeah. There's a lot of zombos. Yeah. So I would definitely give Jimmy Johnson the battle, or he'll be the winner, I think. Novi Ranger asks, what are my silly season predictions? Okay, so my battery just died on, not battery, I'm sorry, my car filled up on my gameplay camera, so I'll go ahead and I'll just start over again. Jimmy McBurney in the 1, Brad Keselowski in the 2, Austin Dillon in the 3, Harvick 4, nobody in the 5, Trevor Bayne 6, no one 7. Well, I could see a new team being in the 7, but it wouldn't be like a big team. No one in the 8, Chase Elliott in the 9, Eric Almirola in the 10, Hamlin 11, Blaney 12, Ty Dillon 13, Clint Boyer 14, 15 I could see Reed Sorensen driving that car full time, Ryan Reed could do some part-time races in 16, Stenhouse 17, Kyle Busch 18, Suarez 19, Kenseth 20, Paul Menard 21, Logano 22, 23, I can see Ryan C. driving that car full time, William Byron 24, no one 25, no one 26, 27, if there is a third driver, it'll be Brandon Jones, otherwise there will not be a third team of Richard Childress Racing. What else? No one 28, no one 29, no one 30, 31 Ryan Newman, 32 DeVetto, 33 Jeffrey Earnhardt, I can see him staying there. In the 33 car. 34 Landon Castle, 35 no one, 36. Actually, you know what? I'll give the benefit of the doubt. 35 will be Michael McDowell in a third front row racing car. What else? No one 36, 37 Chris Buescher, 38 David Reagan, 39 no one, 40 no one, 41 Kurt Busch, 42 Kyle Larson, 43 Bubba, oh shoot, please don't miss. 43 Bubba Wallace, 44 no one, 45 no one, 46 no one, 47 Allmendinger, 48 Johnson, not 49, 50, 51, 52, 51, I don't think so, because I think that third charter will go to the third front row team, so I don't think the Rick Ware team will exist. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was TriStar Motorsports. I'm sorry, forget that. So I could see Cody Ware in 51. No 52, no 53, no 54. 55, I would say a new driver. Don't know who. I could see, like, I don't know, Alan Day or something like that in the 55 car. No 56, no 57, no 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully Carl Long's team continues in 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. That's the TriStar team. I don't know. I hope that Colwitt can continue driving with that team, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's see, 73, 74, 75, 76, no, 77. Truex will still be in the 78. Oh, did I say Ken's up in the 20? I'm so sorry. I meant to say Eric Jones in the 20. Yeah. Martin Truex in the 78, no 79, no 80, no 81. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dale Jr. in the 88. I'm sorry, not Dale Jr. What am I smoking? I don't know. Alex Bowman in the 88. That's who. 89, 90, 91, 92. In any case, he came in the 95. So that's how I think the season will go. Matt Kenseth could be in that 7 team. Otherwise, I don't think Kenseth